Okay, we're going to have learn how to find a unit vector. And the unit vector formula is U equals your vector over the magnitude of your vector. And recall that a unit vector equals 1, and it's useful in many applications. We'll be doing a few applications a little later on. It is very useful to be able to find the unit vector that has the same direction as the given vector. And that's what we're going to do here. So the first example we have is a vector equals 4i minus 3j, and we want to find the unit vector in the same direction. So basically we're going to use this formula here, and so that's just going to be 4i minus 3j over the magnitude of 4i minus 3j. Recall in the previous video, to find the magnitude, that's just going to be the magnitude of our vectors, just going to be the square root of 4 squared minus or plus negative 3 squared, and that's 16 plus 9, which equals the square root of 25, which equals 5. So basically our answer is 4i minus 3j, why did I put an I, all over 5, or 4i over 5 minus 3j over 5. Now let's do a little quick check and see if we found a unit vector. All we're going to do is multiply 4/5 squared plus negative 3/5 squared equals 16 over 25 plus 9 over 25. That equals 25 over 25, which equals 1. And if I go back here, 1 is our unit vector. So we did find our unit vector. So if you're ever taking a test and you get your answer here, if you want to know if your answer's right, just do what we did. Just square it out and see if you get 1. So we're going to do 6 examples. We're going to try to find a unit vector having the same direction as our vector. And we're going to start with our vector equaling 5i. So basically we want to use v over the over the magnitude of v, which equals 5i over the magnitude of 5i, and you're going to get 5i over basically you're just going to do 5 squared plus 0 squared, and that's just going to equal 5. So 5i over 5 equals I. Okay? The next one we have is v equals negative 3j. We want to write it in this form because that equals our u. So we're going to get negative 3j over the magnitude of negative 3j, which equals negative 3j over square root of 0 plus a negative 3 squared, which basically is the square root of 9. And so that equals, all this equals, negative 3j over 3, which equals negative j. Okay, the next one we have is v equals 3i minus 4j. So we're going to put this in the form of, we're going to put it in v over the magnitude of v, which equals 3i minus 4j over square root of 3 squared plus negative 4 squared. Okay, this is going to equal 3i minus 4j over 25, square root of 25, which equals 3i. We know this is 5, so I'm going to just write it out. Save time here. Over minus 4j over 5. And you can, square that out and you should get 1. Okay, the next one is v equals negative 5i plus 12j. Again, this is just practice for when we do some application problems. So basically, we're going to get negative 5i plus 12j. Do you know your triples? You know your Pythagorean triples, 5, 12, 13. What do you think we should get in the denominator? Maybe 13? So basically, this is just going to be negative 5i plus 12j over the square root of 25 plus 144. I'm just squaring those out, which is the square root of 169, which is going to be what? 13. So let me write this out. 12j, that's a j. So our answer is going to be negative 5i over 13 plus 12j over 13. All right. And 2 more. And I think you'll have it. We have v equals I minus j. So basically we're going to get I minus j over the square root of 1 plus a negative 1 squared. So that gives us I minus j over the square root of 2. Let me write this out. This is I over the square root of 2 minus j over the square root of 2. We don't like these radicals in the denominator, so I'm going to rationalize them. So rationalize the denominator. I over root 12 times root 2 over root 2. It's just going to give us square root of 2i over 2. And then the j thing's going to happen the same way. The j component. And that would be your answer. Okay, or you could write it like square root of 2 over 2i and put the I outside here. Minus square root of 2 over 2 and put the j out here. It looks a little nicer that way. Okay, and the last one we have is v equals 2i minus j. So we're going to get 2i minus j over the square root of 2 squared plus negative 1 squared, which is 2i minus j over the square root of 5, which gives us 2i over square root of 5 minus 1j over square root of 5. When you rationalize the denominator, you're going to get 2 root 5 square root of 5 over 5i minus square root of 5 over 5j. And that's all. The next video we're going to work on is writing a vector when its magnitude and direction are given. Okay? Have a nice day.